Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee. It's your boy Ruck here.
Turner,
We in
Turner.
we here, man. Oh man. The next day, I woke up feeling different today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yes, absolutely.
Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Tennessee wins the football game 34-27. I'm going to say this to start the entire show off tonight. Before we even jump the thing off, three things: like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Four things: share the thing, man. Share this
Come
thing
on.
out. Copy the links, man. Put it out everywhere, man. In your Instagrams, your Facebooks, whatever, man. Share this because, man, we just want to continue to spread just honestly our opinion on Tennessee football.
Yeah,
Like, we love Tennessee so much. Again, man, like, it's straight up Tennessee. Like, that's all we love. Tennessee's athletics, all things Tennessee, man. And so if you're just like us, fans with opinions, and uh hop straight in with us, man. So
absolutely.
but I also want to start off tonight's show with this, man. Tennessee loses this game last year. Tennessee loses this game in 2020. Tennessee loses this game in 2019. But Coach Josh Heupel is the guy.
Man, that's what got me more hyped than anything. Heupel's reaction after the game. I ain't even gonna lie.
I mean, chest bumping his team, just throwing his headset off, man. And it's not like, and I don't think it was one of those things where we acted like we hadn't been there before. You know what I mean? It just felt like the best. It was like a sigh of relief, but like we got over the hump. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it
hmm
felt like Tennessee finally did it. And man, first things first, we'll dive into all things statistics, like how we actually felt about flow of the game, like different things like that. But I want to go ahead from the top and just say this: it was ugly, but who cares? And I am so tired of. I love my boys, my homies at Talking Balls, Bentley, Bookie Bentley, Dauber, all of those guys, man. I listen to that show all the time. And I wouldn't necessarily say they were negative, but there are so many, just the best way to explain it is delusional fans. Like, do you actually think that we should go out every single week and win by 50? Okay, I'm that crazy fan that wants that, but realistically knows, like, we're not going to do that, you know? But
Yeah.
some of these fans, bro, like, I can't. Like, I literally can't deal with it, man. I can't.
I seen somebody say Hen Hooker ain't the guy. I'm like, man.
Bro, I saw something. Okay, yeah. On that topic, I saw something in the Talking Balls Facebook group. Somebody said, looks like it might be time for Joe Milton. Oh, how the tides have changed. I said, it's not like Hendon out here overthrew 7 touchdowns in the first 10 minutes of the game.
That's the thing, and that's the thing about being a Tennessee fan and just talking like actual football. Like, the Tennessee me my crazy Tennessee side of me is like, man, Hendon Hooker ain't it, man. He overthrew this, whatever, whatever. And like in the moment of the game, it's like, man, we got to step it up. But at the same time, it's like that's why I like doing the day after. You got a night to sit on it and just think. And it's like, man, hey, you look at the stats. How you going to complain with 64 or 67% for 325 yards with zero picks?
0 picks, two
I
scores.
mean, two touchdowns. How you complain? You can't.
You
Everybody's gonna
can.
miss dudes. That's just part of it.
It is, man. And shoot, you already dove in, man. So let's just talk about it. I mean, like I said, 34-27 victory. The Tennessee Vols go to Pittsburgh, take care of business like we told everybody they would. Um, Tom Blackledge is somewhere still wishing Pittsburgh won the game. Him and his little counterpart. I don't know if y'all saw that ESPN um, because the game was also streamed on ESPN3 on the ESPN app, those mics were still live after the game, and they were not happy that Tennessee won that game. However, I mean, gosh, dude, let's just start from the first quarter. We text throughout the entire game, and after the first 10 minutes, bro, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, it was a very, very, very slow start. Not very successful.
And not very Tennessee Josh Heupel era like.
No, we couldn't get in the feel of things at all. I mean, we
No,
could not feel it out at all.
no. It was real sloppy. I mean, there was just no flow to the game. Like Hendon first drive, I mean, it wasn't like terrible, but on third down, he misses a quick post to Jalen Hyatt that was probably a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Hyatt had 2 steps on the guy. He catches that. That guy ain't catching him. And
I think it just took
Pittsburgh,
us a while to settle down, man. I think we're just on the edge.
yeah, I agree with you, bro. And I think because of that, Pittsburgh capitalized on it. I mean, they got a quick 3 on a drive where,
Yeah,
we,
and you got to think, man. Like our first game, Ball State glorified scrimmage.
yeah,
So I mean, you're going to win that game. You come out and you play 2 quarters and it's like a scrimmage
yeah,
compared to where Pitt played West Virginia in the backyard brawl. They got experience. Like they
yeah,
had that first game under their belt. They knew what to do. They knew how it felt. I
that's
just
it.
think going into that second game was pretty much our first game, if that makes sense.
I agree with
And
you.
it took us a quarter to settle in, get the feel of the game, and once we settled in, I thought we did very well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, Pitt took 3 after a quick 3-and-out for Tennessee. Paxton Brooks has a terrible punt. I mean, what was it, like 37 yards, something short like that.
Special team. We'll
Um,
talk about that later. Special teams was trash.
yeah, I honestly, I'm gonna let you talk about the special teams here later because God Almighty, I don't even have the guts to talk about special teams, and none of it is Eckler's fault. So let me tell that right now. If you're gonna blame a coach, you're crazy. It's all stuff that players had the chance to make a play on, and we just missed it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Tennessee goes 3-and-out quickly. Pitt goes and gets 3 points. And basically, right out of that, Tennessee gets the ball back. Hendon Hooker goes out again, and again, no rhythm, man. Just no rhythm at all.
Mm-mm.
Pittsburgh gets the ball back. Abenaconda takes off for a huge gain on a big touchdown where I was like, here's the Tennessee defense of old. I was just like, dude.
Yeah, I really didn't understand Beasley's alignment right there on that play either.
No. And the thing that was so frustrating about that is we punt the ball, and the first play, they took it 76 on us. First play, terrible tackling, just weird. So at this point in the game, I mean, dude, it's 9 minutes left in the first quarter, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what are we doing? And as the game progresses, obviously Tennessee turns it on. There starts to get some cohesiveness on the offensive end of the football. Hendon Hooker begins to settle down, start making some of his reads, quick screens, things like that. We could go through the whole play by play. We could go through every single little thing about it. However,
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to have to do that because we know, man. Second quarter, I felt like in the second quarter to the end of the game, this was the improved defense that we have been begging to see. Now,
Yeah.
again, y'all, we got 2 games under our belt. Like, we can't sit here and say Ball State we saw anything because we didn't. But the defense showed up, man, and that is the thing I'm probably most proud of. I felt like our defensive line was violent. I sent that to you, bro. I said defensive playing violent. The
Yeah.
line, everybody, Elijah Simmons in there getting reps, Bryson Eason, Tyler Barron, man, BY. These dudes started playing aggressive, and anytime you rush the quarterback, 20 what? 26?
26.
26 QB hurries, you're getting after it, man. That guy, Keaton Slovis, my wife, she is from Birmingham, Alabama, grew up an Alabama fan over the years. With my love for Tennessee, she has just completely fallen in love with the Vols. She said, "Hey, that Slovis guy looks scared." I said, "Oh, he is."
And I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now because I've heard it all over the place. If Slovis don't get knocked out of the game, Pitt wins this game. Man, he didn't. Slovis didn't want anymore.
No,
He didn't want anymore.
he was looking for a way out, bro.
Yeah,
And he got, I mean, Tyler Barron, that boy did the Randy Orton RKO. That boy put him down. He was put
absolutely.
down, man. So I mean, I was so happy with the defense, and I think y'all. I mean, we could go through the entire play-by-play, but obviously, man, Tennessee then scores on an 11-play drive, 7-10, continues down. Then, I mean, I feel like that was another just. I don't understand why Trey Flowers didn't just make a big push the big guy out of bounds when he caught that wheel route and hurdled over him. I was like, oh my gosh, man, just make the tackle, Trey.
Yeah,
Um, but I understand. I know the flow of the game. You're like, that dude's huge. I gotta go for his legs. But anyways, man, defense turns it on second quarter. I feel like the offense really never started clicking, man. Like the entire game. Like,
I don't think they ever figured it out. Honestly, never really got in a rhythm. And if we got in a rhythm, we got in a rhythm for 3, 4 plays, and then
yeah,
we either number one had most of the time had a penalty that just shot it in the foot.
yeah,
We killed ourselves in penalties.
yeah, we did, man. I remember I looked up one time we had 7 penalties for 70 yards. And I was like, Jesus, sounds just like last year and how we gave the game away, you know?
That's what the final. That's how many we had. 7 for 70 yards.
Yep. So I was just like, man, um, we just that was so sloppy. It was just so sloppy. But just looking at the team stats, man, Tennessee had 20 first downs. Pittsburgh had 21. We were 6 for 16 on third down. Pitt was 4 for 18 on third down. We were 1 for 2 on fourth down, and Pitt was 3 for 5. The total yards separation was by 1 yard. We had a 416 yards total, and they had 415. I don't think that number depicts how well Tennessee's defense played. They gave up some big plays in the first half, but that was not happening the rest of the night, you know?
Defense locked it in second half.
Um, we obviously killed him in the pass game. The run game, somehow we still had 91 yards. I was shocked by that number.
I Yeah, I am too. I mean, Hendon Hooker ran quite a bit. I don't know how many. I don't know how many yards he had.
Hendon on the ground was 15 carries. Those count his sacks, obviously.
Yeah,
15 carries. It says for only
20,
27 yards.
27.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of rushing, Jalen Wright's got to hold on to the football, man. He could be a problem. He got pulled, didn't go back in.
Yeah.
That's 2 fumbles in 2
2 weeks.
games.
Yeah. He's got a fumbling issue, but the kid is so good, man. He's
Mm-hmm.
so good. He's strong, he's fast, he makes great cuts, he has great vision. But dude, wrap the ball up, man. You got to. You're not playing in high school anymore, bro. You're playing men. You're in the SEC. I mean, you play one of the best defenses in Pittsburgh. Um, and I'm gonna say this now, man, because I think it's important to not overlook this. Were we better than Pittsburgh? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But was Pittsburgh better than I thought? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, they were. Their defense, man, I don't Clemson, I think they'll beat Clemson this year.
If I can get a quarterback.
Yeah. Because Slovis, man, I don't know if he's hurt or what's up with him. Don't really care, honestly. But Uh, but man, they got potential, dude, to really do some things in the ACC. But um, again, man, I just really am impressed with Tennessee's defense. What do you think about the flow of the game? What do you think about play calling? I mean, were you underwhelmed? Were you happy with it, or what'd you
Well,
see?
I think it was. I honestly think play calling is great for Tennessee. And I was talking to my brother earlier about it, and he made a good point that a lot of Tennessee fans don't realize and they don't think about it. They want to complain like they're late in the game, 3rd and 6, we'd run the football.
Yeah,
Most people are like, man, why are we calling a run right there? Well, it's not a run, it's a RPO.
yeah,
And it was the right read. Pitt just made a good play,
yeah,
you know? And I think as fans, that's what we got to realize. Like it's not a design. Most of the time, it's not a design run on 3rd and 6.
hmm
Hooker's got a pass option as well. So I think play calling was great, man. I think Hooker favors that right side. I read that in a VolQuest thing today. I don't know if you read that, but he was just a quick stat. Throwing to the left side, he was 7 of 9. Between the numbers, he was 3 of 9, and on the right side, he was 17 of 23.
Well, we know who's on the left. That's Brew.
Yeah. Don't want to get off the game flow, but Brew's got to get the ball more.
He does, bro. I was very impressed with Brew McCoy. I said I
On the,
thought Brew was going to be the reason we won the football game, and man, he made a third down screenplay. God, bro,
that's exactly what I was about to say.
I was like, okay, Brew, I see
Yeah,
now. I see.
yeah,
And hey, I heard something today, man, and I think this is another thing. Hendon and Brew are still they're still learning each other a little
yeah,
bit. He knows what he has in Brew McCoy, but he trusts Ed. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
the beauty of this is, man, it's game 2, bro. They got
hmm
all year to figure this thing out, and
I
I
mean,
think which I
didn't it take said 3 or 4 games last year to start popping off?
oh, I mean, it took way longer than that. Think about it.
Yeah,
Cedric Tillman didn't have his coming out party until let's see. Let's look at the flow of last year. You got Bowling Green, then Pitt.
yeah.
Week 3, I don't even remember who we played, but then
I
we
don't
had
remember
Florida
either.
at Florida. Then I think it took Missouri, right? Missouri game. He caught a couple passes. He had 2 touchdowns that game. So
I
it
know
took
he
him
had
four. It took him 4 games.
I know he had over 100 against Bama.
So I think it took Cedric 4 or 5 games last year to figure it out with Hendon. And I think the same for Brew, man. Brew McCoy is going to be a problem because people don't realize right now, because let's just say this right now. Cedric Tillman is going to eat all year. I don't care if you double him. I don't care if you shade him. Ced is going to eat, bro. He's going to eat the entire year. He is a problem. He dropped touchdowns yesterday and still had almost 175 yards receiving. Okay. I need right now, ESPN. If you listening to this right here, straight up Tennessee, baby. If you listening right now, put some respect on Cedric Tillman's name. Put some respect on his name. Right now, in my opinion, Cedric Tillman should be the first wide receiver off the draft board, Mel Kiper. If you're listening, say I am. That's what my pastor would say. You hear me? So all I gotta say is this, man. Put some respect on Cedric Tillman's name, because even when he does not play well, look at the numbers. The numbers speak for themselves. Hendon Hooker does not play well. I mean, y'all, we've seen what Hendon can actually do. We know that Hendon is not even playing his best football, and somehow he still throws 64% completion percentage. He throws for 2 touchdowns and over 320 yards, and somehow people still complain, and somehow people just don't. This is what I have to say, bro, and I'm handing it back to you. People, these are what I can't stand this about people who love football but have never played football. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can love football and you don't understand anything why stuff is happening, bro. Bryce Young misses people, guys. He's human. Hendon is gonna miss. He's not gonna if he don't miss passes, that means he literally gonna be 100% every single game. And that's exactly what these dummies want. That's what
Mm-hmm.
these dummies want. But they have to understand, hey, even though the flow and the way the game was played, there were some opportunities that Hendon left on the field. It's gonna happen, man. But for him to fight through and play resilient at the end of the game, and literally, man, I saw a guy who is so comfortable in the pocket that I was like, bro, this man,
Well,
the
I
way
mean,
he stepped up on that overtime touchdown, he's in the pocket just waiting, and then takes drag steps up. That's what they call that, is a drag. A drag. He's just dragging that back foot because he's like, bro, I see him. I just need him to break open. He steps up in
mm-hmm.
the pocket, drags that foot, throws it, man, touchdown. So I'm just tired of the complaining, man.
I mean, I feel you. I mean,
That's the Ruck tangent for the day.
if I mean, I think that's just Tennessee fans, man. And I'm a Tennessee fan, and I can be that way sometimes. But we just want to complain about everything.
Everything, bro.
I mean, everything. Like, I don't know. I mean, you look. That's why I like the day after so much, is because you get to sit on it, let your emotions calm down, and then you go back and look at the numbers, and it's like, man, it gives me a lot of hope to just look at these numbers and be like, man, Hendon Hooker, 27 for 42, 325 yards, 7.7 for his average, 2 TDs, 82.5 QB rating. And he didn't even play that good.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, if we can get in a rhythm, I mean, a buddy of mine said, you get the win and fix it later.
Yep.
You get the win and fix it later.
That's exactly
So,
right.
and man, I don't know. I think Jalen Hyatt, different player this year as well.
Bro. I'm so
But,
proud of Jalen Hyatt. He's been you can vouch for me. Jalen Hyatt's been my dude since he got to Tennessee, man. I have
mm-hmm,
loved that kid.
yeah.
And to see him get 13 targets and catch 11 of them, he should, you know what he is, man? He's that consistent. I mean, he's literally like Valus, like in a completely different way, because there's
Yeah.
Valus didn't never have 11 catches, but he's just sure hands, bro. Like if you throw it out to him, he gonna get 5, 6, 7 every play, every
Mm-hmm.
single play. He's
Yeah.
gonna go get it, man. So loved that Jalen Hyatt is just at on a different level right now. It feels like I can't wait for him to have that one game where, man, he has a kind of a little coming out party too.
Who's your standout on offense for the game?
Oh man, my playmaker for offense, man. Um, gosh, it's so hard, bro. But I'm gonna have to go with Cedric Tillman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, simply because I'm just so tired of the disrespect on his name, bro. Like I
Right.
said is such a he sure he dropped man, he dropped a couple, bro, that were just like that's just not Cedric Tillman. But
Yeah.
to still have what 9 grabs, 164 yards and a score.
Impressive.
I mean, dude, Cedric Tillman. I feel like I feel like my granny could throw the ball up to Cedric Tillman and he could go get it. Like that's just how much trust I even have in said.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think Cedric Tillman for me, man, with Brew McCoy being a close second, simply just because, man, I think Brew McCoy is going to cause issues because how many people can say they've got two receivers who are 6'3", over 215 pounds, and both can ball?
Yeah.
So Brew's a close second, but I gotta go said, man. What about you?
I mean, I gotta say Hendon Hooker, in my opinion. I mean, he didn't play good, but you just said it, the comfortability, how comfortable he is, and just you can tell he's a leader.
Yep.
And I don't know, that just makes me feel like in those top like in the top game situations of Pitt. like overtime comes. Watching Hendon Hooker run it twice and take over, that gives me a little like, okay, when we get in these tough situations, he's gonna make it through it. Like it gives me faith in him in those tough game situations that he's gonna step up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I agree
just
with you. Yeah. I'm just happy to have a guy like him who he even knows, man, that he can be better. And the thing is, he's gonna be better.
yeah.
Um, and I mean, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, but let's go ahead and talk this. Who you got playmaker uh on defense? Who was that? Who was that guy? Who is
Oh, I
that
mean,
guy for you?
it's a no brainer for me. I knew it before the game was over. I said it at halftime. I said this dude is the player of the game. Aaron
Oh,
Beasley, bro. I don't care
Beasley.
if Mitchell gets 100% healthy. Beasley ain't coming out.
Nah.
Not unless something crazy happens. But look at his stats right here. 14 tackles, 7 solos, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass deflection, and 3 QB hurries.
God almighty.
I mean,
That's
I see you,
crazy.
bro. I see you.
Aaron Beasley, you are Turner's playmaker of the game. Congratulations. 7 solo tackles, 14 totals, tackle for loss, 3 quarterback hurries. You are a playmaker of the game. For me, man, it's easy to say Kamal Hadden simply because, dude, ain't nobody catching nothing on this dude. Nothing. You're
No.
not catching nothing on Kamal Hadden. However, the question mark for me as a Tennessee fan leaving week 1 was not the entire defense. And I'm going to say this right now. Warren Burrell, I'm going to clap for you, Warren, because that first half, I was like, man, dude, you got to get benched. And something, I don't know, man, you played better. And I'm excited to see you progress because what this shows me is that our coaching staff can develop players. And I need Warren Burrell to continue to grow because in 2 weeks, I need Warren Burrell to do something. The last play in regulation, when Jared Wayne catches that touchdown in the back of the end zone, that's a great ball from that quarterback. He put it
It's
right
good
where
D. It's not bad
great
D.
D. I mean, it wasn't anything terrible, but um, I'm saying that my playmaker of the game is the defensive line. I don't have one person. I just felt like the defensive line, y'all, was just too violent. They were so violent. They made plays when it seemed impossible. We may not have got as many sacks. I mean, let's look at the totals real quick. Um, let's see. Trying to see where
For sacks, we had 4 sacks.
4 total sacks. So I mean, gosh, Byron Young had one. Trey Flowers had one. Wesley Walker's, man. I was like, ooh,
Hey,
he hit that
yeah,
man, Wesley Walker.
he
And
played
then it
good.
it was awesome seeing Tyler Barron get him one, and that was the one that ultimately knocked Keaton Slovis out of the game. He suplexed that man. Um, and so yeah, man. I mean, the defensive line was impressive to me, and that was definitely my playmakers of the game. Defensive line, Coach Rodney Gardner. I guess that's who it is. Coach G, man. You got those boys ready to play, and they came ready to play. Um,
I
yeah,
think we left. We left everything out there. We got they everything. They got everything on tape.
everything.
But you knew that coming into this game.
Oh yeah, for
You knew
sure,
you had to lay it all out.
for sure.
And
We had to.
my thing going back to the play calling, if you're gonna play 10, 15 yards off the ball, and we ran it literally 3, 4 times in a row. Just a
Yeah,
stand up screen to hot. And he's getting 7, 8 yards every time.
keep doing it.
Keep doing it. I mean, I did see a stat on Warren Burrell. VolQuest put this. Uh, Pitt targeted Warren Burrell 10 times, and 7 of them were completed. But I thought he played better than
Yeah,
Ball State.
yeah, I agree. I agree with you, man.
I
I
mean,
agree with you, big.
we didn't see much of Christian Charles.
I didn't think so. I wasn't paying that much attention, but I don't think we did. Kamal got the start, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I mean he had no tackles or anything. Christian Charles.
man, I hate that. Did he get in the game?
That I don't know.
Dang.
But on the special teams,
Yeah,
we've
let's
done
talk.
offense,
Let's talk
we've
special
done
teams.
offense, we've done defense, special teams. Ah, ups and downs, ups and downs.
Ups and downs for sure.
McGrath, we don't win that game without McGrath.
McGrath is a dog.
I mean, those 2 field goals were massive.
Massive field goals, man. Chase
And and
McGrath,
and Pitt's kicker is trash, by the
trash
way.
booty.
But
Yeah,
special teams, I thought we did good on covering on kickoff. I thought that was fine.
bro. Jordan Thomas, freshman.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
laid the wood on that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! He laid the
James
wood.
Pierce had a good hit too.
Yes, he did.
But you can't get a punt blocked.
No,
And
no.
you got to catch a punt. If you've got any doubt that you're not going to catch the punt, just let it freaking go. I'd rather be downed on the daggum 1 yard line.
Who catches a punt like this?
Yeah, dog. You
I was
can't don't
like,
catch a punt with your hands.
Trey Flower, man. You a
Yeah.
senior, man. You've been back there as a return specialist under like for years. You literally caught
And
balls last year.
and they scored on that.
They scored on that, man. They scored on that
They
drive.
yeah.
It's 3, wasn't it? It was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the field goal and it was 20, 27, 20, 20? Yeah, 27-20, right? 24-20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
special teams, I know, man. I can't wait to listen to Coach Heupel's press conference tomorrow. We'll definitely be locked into that. We'll be getting another video stewed up, getting it ready for a Tuesday morning. But yeah, special teams is definitely gonna need a lot of work. But Turner, man, let's look forward a little bit. I don't want to, but I do want to. The Florida Gators lose last night to Kentucky, 26-16. What you think?
Anthony Richardson had one good play 2 weeks ago, and everybody hopped all on him. And he might have it later in the season. He might get it figured out, and he might have it next year. And I think he's going to be a NFL quarterback. I do, but he ain't got it right now.
Here's what I think about Anthony Richardson. Okay, Anthony Richardson is the most athletic being on the football field anytime he's on the field.
Yeah.
I think he's more athletic than Hendon Hooker. He's more athletic than even Cedric Tillman. He's an athletic freak.
Mm-hmm.
Does being athletic make you a good quarterback? No, it does not.
Joe Milton's probably the most athletic person on our team, if we're being honest.
It is.
Dude's a freak.
And so I say that to say this. I'm not saying that Anthony Richardson is trash. Do not hear me say that. But what I like to say is this. If we can hit him like we hit Slovis, he going to have a long night.
Mm-hmm.
He going to have a long night. If we can get home, contain him, he going to have a long night because anything inside the pocket, this man he was 13 of 34 passing. 13 of 34. 13 of 34 people. That is 38%. That is 38%. He throws an out route to nobody and catches, and the guy takes a pick 6 to the crib. I'm just not sure. I don't know how scared I am of Florida.
Yeah, and Eric Kane said it well on Locked On. I mean, I think this was preseason about Kentucky. When we've talked about this, you think of Kentucky and you think of it's Kentucky. Like Tennessee beats Kentucky. But I think Eric Kane said it well. You take the K off the helmet and just look at them as a football team. It's gonna be a tough game.
It's gonna be a good game, but hey, I'll take anything in Neyland Stadium, my brother.
I'll take
Because Florida's got to come to Neyland Stadium on September 24th. And I can't wait to see when they reveal times. They should reveal that time of that game this week, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean,
this is the hardcore Tennessee fan, non-realistic side coming out of me. But give me Bama and Neyland. That's the non-realistic Tennessee side of me coming out. That's not going to happen. But I will say, watching that Alabama-Texas game,
they're beatable.
They're beatable.
That's all I can say is they're beatable.
We will
I'm not
have
going
to
to say
play,
that we're going to be the ones that beat them.
we would have to play a perfect game to win that football game.
And let me say this. I'm going to say this on the record. I don't think we have to play perfect to beat Florida.
No, I don't either.
I do think, though, you can't have a fumble, a blocked punt, and I don't think you can have that. But, you know, if you are a little, you know, you start off a little slow or something, I think that's okay. Because think about it, man. Kentucky scored 26 points and beat Florida. Obviously, Florida's offense, even in the game they beat Utah, Florida won 29-26. They're not scoring like we've scored.
Etienne, however
Trevor
you say his
Etienne,
name.
he's nice.
He's going to be a problem.
He's going to be great.
Nice.
He's great. And I just think we got to hit him. Hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the guy, man. That's Travis Etienne's brother.
I think it's his brother.
Yeah, Travis. Yeah, from Clemson. So I mean, they look the exact same. Literally, body type, the way they run, everything is the same. And so, yeah, I agree with you, man. I think he's going to be tough, but I just don't know how scared I am of Florida. But guys, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm excited to talk about Florida next week, but it's Akron week, man. It's Akron week. We cannot look over Akron. Vols favored by 50 points. I think ESPN's line is 48 points right now. We know what's going to happen Saturday. I'm coming in to Knoxville because I love Tennessee. I'd rather watch that game in Neyland Stadium than on my couch. Period. Even if I don't have to stay the whole game, that's fine. I mean, I get it. But Austin, where you going to be Saturday at 7 p.m.?
I'll be right there in the stadium.
I'm going to be in Neyland Stadium. Point blank, period. So I can't wait to see us go out, take care of business. This is another game where I just look for cleanness and consistency, efficiency. I want to just see us be Tennessee. I want to see that offense light it up again. And then I want us to get hype, get ready, get locked in for the Florida Gators to come into Knoxville, hopefully with SEC Nation or College Game Day. If it's SEC Nation, man, I'm hoping for a 3:30 kickoff with them. If it's not, even if it is, give me a 7 p.m. under the lights because time goes back soon, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The time goes back on September 21st, I think. And so that means it's going to be dark at 7 o'clock on Saturday the 24th. I want to see something. Give me smoky grays. Give me dark mode. What we wearing? What we wearing against Florida? I don't know. We'll talk about it in the future. But, man, any last thoughts, man? Tennessee wins this football game, y'all. All I have to say is this. If you're upset about a win, get out of here.
Win's a win.
A W is a W. Doesn't matter how ugly it is, because when I see W and I see 2-0, it's great to be a Tennessee Vol. That's all I got to say.
I mean, 15. 15 in the AP poll.
Number 15. Vols ranked 15. Florida drops to 18. Kentucky goes up to 9. Interesting to me.
Yeah.
But, hey, all I can worry about is that orange and that white. And we're number 15. I'm excited, man. I think I just, man, we end up 3-0 heading into that Florida week, bro. It's
be a problem.
It's going to be a party.
Be a good game.
It's going to be a party. So
absolutely.
So last thoughts, man, before we hop off. This was the next day, man. Pitt edition. Hey, it's Akron week, baby. We're going to talk all things Akron. all things what to look for with the Akron Zips coming to town on Saturday, September 17th. We'll have a new video out this week on Tuesday. So go ahead again, man. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on the bell notification so you never miss a beat, never miss a video. Make sure you share this thing out, man. We just want to continue to build this straight up Tennessee family. If you love what we're doing, you love the content, we just want to get to know you. And we thank you so much, man, because we just two dudes from Tennessee who love Tennessee and love doing this, man. So for my dude Turner, it's your boy Ruck, and it's straight up Tennessee, baby. Peace.